And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live in studio today, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton on this Monday, March the 3rd, new month. This is the last time we talked on Friday, so if you're having a great start to the new month, March number 3 month, March the 3rd of the third month, 2025. Thanks for being with us. Got lots to talk about, lots going on today on this Monday. We'll start with high school basketball regional tournament play. We've got some college football, college basketball. We've got some Major League Baseball, some NASCAR news. Christopher Bell did it again. So got all that coming up. We're going to be joined by Dwayne Humphreys, the head basketball coach of the Hampton Lady Bulldogs. He joins us, scheduled to join us at the bottom of the hour. Also, Thomas Gooch joins us later on, the head coach of the 31-3 Crockett Lady Pioneers. He joins us coming up a little bit later in the show. Also, Jamie Schaff got the big fundraiser coming up this Sunday for Carter Compassion at Valley Forge Freeville Baptist Church, and we'll talk to Jamie about that. And Brendan Sweeney, Milligan gets a doubleheader sweep. The guys and girls both win their tournaments over the weekend at Meadowview and Kingsport. Track and field's off to a big start going to the track and field was at Gainesville, Florida, had a big weekend. The swim team is off to a big week to Indianapolis, and the bowling team. So lots going on in Milligan. Brendan joins us, gives an update on Milligan sports coming up here in just a little while. So sit back. We got lots to talk about here. Brought to you in studio again today by the good folks at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. If I was there, let's see, what would it get me? Probably a bowl of, chicken noodle soup, some medium mac and cheese, and probably a cup of ice cream and chocolate syrup on it. It'd be good. It'd be a good little light lunch for Chick-fil-A. Of course, they're open, and again, till 9 o'clock tonight. You got the 2 lanes to drive through. You got the lobby to set in, and also the app. Go to the app store, Chick-fil-A One, put that app on your phone and order that way. And then once you order enough, you accrue free food by all the points you get from doing it that way through the phone app. Again, at Chick-fil-A One, put that on your phone and be ready to go. All right, national anthem. Here we go. We'll take a look at high school basketball. Big night tonight for regional play. Here he is, T.R. Dunn out of Johnson City with the national anthem on show number 2241 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, ready to go here. Show number 2241. Basketball tonight is big, 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 big. It's elimination game again tonight. You got to win this one to keep trucking. The regional qualifier, the semifinal, will go like this. You have tonight in single A, Unaka 22-8, taking on Cloudland 16-13. They'll play that one at 6 o'clock at Westridge High School. Cosby on the other side of the bracket at 20-10 will take on the Lady Huskies of North Green, who are 28-4. They'll play that one at 7:30 tonight. That'll be at Westridge High School. Winners move on. The losers, of course, are eliminated from postseason play. That's in single A and double A tonight. We'll be talking to Coach Humphreys coming up here in a few minutes. Hampton, the Lady Bulldogs, at 20. Hello, Molly Glover. How you doing, lady? 24-8. Hampton taking on Alcoa, 24-7. So you got what? 52 wins on the floor, 58 wins on the floor. Is that right? 48 wins on the floor tonight. So 24-24 is 48 all day long. So 24-8 Hampton, 24-7 Alcoa at Unicoi County High School in the first game at 6 o'clock. Then Gatlinburg Pittman, 21-11 against Chucky Doak, 16-13 will be in that second game. That's at 7:30 at Unicoi County High School in the 2A. Girls action. The boys are tomorrow night, by the way. For 3A tonight, you will have from Viking Hall, you have coming up tonight the Crockett Pioneers at 31-3, taking on the Granger Lady Grizzlies at 18-14. Greenville 22-10 will take on Tennessee Idaho School at 12-15. 6 o'clock and 7:30 respectively tonight at Viking Hall. Then in 4A, you'll wrap up tonight. Daniel Boone, the Lady Trailblazers, hosting Sevier County at Science Hill. 25-7 are the Lady Smoky Bears. Again, Boone is 18-14 for John Goods Ball Club. Morristown East at 26-6 will take on Morristown West at 16-10 of the other 4A girls regional. Those games at Science Hill, the Boone Sevier County game at 6, and the 7:30 game tonight. Morristown East and Morristown West, both of those at Science Hill High School. Winners move on, losers are eliminated. That is the girls tonight. Now tomorrow, hang on. Now, tomorrow night of the boys, let's take a look at the guys, starting with the single A tomorrow night. North Green and Hancock County at Westridge at 6 o'clock. Cosby and Unaka tomorrow night at 7:45 at Westridge. These are boys. 2A tomorrow night, South Green. The Rebels take on the Roadrunners of Austin East. Those being played at Unicoi County High School at 6 o'clock that first game. Second game is Alcoa and Eagleton. Then you have the 3A, Crockett and Unicoi County. For my money, probably the best matchups of the night. There's going to be some good basketball. Crockett and Unicoi County at 6 o'clock for the guys tomorrow night. Greenville and Tennessee High will play the second game tomorrow night at 7:45. Both those teams, the latest in the final rankings in the state, are both in top 10 in high school basketball in 3A in the state. So Greenville and Tennessee High, a great matchup tomorrow night in game 2 at 7:45. The first game tomorrow night, as we said, Crockett and Unicoi County. Then in 4A, they play again, and it's always for something. For nothing else, just for bragging rights. Science Hill and Dobbins Minute tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at Science Hill. Sevier County and Morristown West on the other side of the bracket tomorrow night at 7:45, again at Science Hill in the boys' regional basketball action. So there you have it. Girls tonight, boys tomorrow. We're going to talk to Coach Humphreys coming up here at the bottom of the hour. And we're going to talk a little bit later on to Thomas Gooch. He'll join us a little bit later on the show, too, right around 12 o'clock. And then also later on, we'll check in with Brandon Sweeney, the Associate Athletic Director from Milligan University. So that's what's going on. We're going to take a look at some baseball coming up. It's a crying shame. I told you what was going to happen, and it is. It's happening. Rob Manfred now says, we probably ought to reinstate Pete Rose. He's gone now, so you won't be able to enjoy it, which I think is a real slap in the face to Pete Rose and his family. If you don't want him in, just tell him you're not ever going to get in. Now they're reconsidering. President Trump's getting involved. He says I'm going to pardon him, get him into the Hall of Fame, which is a very kind gesture on our president's behalf. But it should have been done while the man was alive. But anyway, we'll get to that story coming up in a minute. Here's the verse of the day. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. No question. This is how we should. This is the verse probably that we should use. Not probably, we should use this verse to live by. Everything we say or do should be filtered through this verse. Is what we're saying and doing, is it in His name? And therefore, what you're doing, what I'm doing, is it pleasing to Him? Ooh. And do we thank Him enough for all He does for us? Here's the verse of the day. Colossians 3:17 says, and whatever you do, whether in word or deed, whatever you do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. It's the verse today. That's a good one. That's one we should all run everything we do and say through that. If what I'm doing is it pleasing to him, should I be doing it? Is it in his name? If it is in his name, would it be pleasing to him if he knew it? Well, he does know it. He knows everything. So anyway, Colossians 3:17 is the verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live here in studio, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabeth. We'll be right back after this. We'll take a look at the Pete Rose story. Sad story, I think. I think it's just, as I said, I think it's a real slap in the face to Pete Rose and his family, but we've got that nonetheless. In studio today, right here, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton on show number 2241 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Real simple. A lot of furniture stores out there. Why come shop at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings?
One of the biggest reasons people really rave about is 95% of every piece of furniture you see in our store, you can have it tomorrow. Don't wait 6 weeks. You can have it tomorrow. We're a firm believer in having stuff in stock. We have a 31,000 square foot warehouse, which is a huge warehouse. It's actually one of the largest warehouses of any furniture store in the Tri-Cities. And it's full of furniture. And we keep it that way because we want you to be able to come in, select it today, enjoy it tomorrow. It's not the same day. Sunday, sometimes we deliver the same day. So
it's just that simple, folks. So phone number to get a hold of you is
423-543-6937.
How do we find you on social media?
Just look under Facebook, look under Cannon Furniture. It will pop up everywhere. Also on Facebook, we're running specials all during the week. You'll see maybe some of them may be limited quantities, it's short period, but they're crazy prices. Like that chest you were talking about, $147 for a chest it's a crazy price, and it'll probably be gone within a few hours. But we're always running specials like that. Our website is cannonshomestore.com. We are improving it every day. We're going to make some major changes to our website. We're excited about that.
It's all right here, folks, in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Great sponsor, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 2241 in studio again today. We like it here. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabeth. And again, what would you get today? How about one of those cool chicken? The chicken wraps. How about the number one? That's the standard, of course. Strips, nuggets, salads. The market salad, good. So anything's good at Chick-fil-A. And of course, chicken noodle soup's kind of cold out today. The sun's a little deceiving. It's getting a little warmer than yesterday, but not a whole lot. So a good old bowl of chicken noodle soup from Chick-fil-A, go down easy. And some of that good half and half tea, good stuff. So here we go. As I told you, this was going to happen, and it is. It's a very sad story, I think. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred renewing a petition by the family of the late Pete Rose to reinstate the all-time hits leader, who died in September last year. If reinstated, Rose, at the age of 83 when he passed away, would presumably be eligible for the election of the nation to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Why now? As I said, this is for Tom Taylor. I think you're just a total slap in the face to Pete Rose. All he ever wanted was to get in the Hall of Fame. Did he mess up? Yes. If we all messed up, yes. Rose's placement on the list was a result of his alleged betting on baseball, allegations Rose finally admitted to in his 2004 autobiography. After years of denials, Rose has appealed for reinstatement multiple times, but has been denied each time. including by Manfred back in 2015. So Rowe's placement on the list was in keeping with the punishments laid out in the text of Rule 21D as in dog, which has, for decades, been posted in every Major League clubhouse. Okay, I get it. So, but not now. If you're going to do it, this is me. If you're going to do it then when he was alive, not now, because he can't enjoy it. And I guess that's part of it. So his lawyer in L.A. has filed a reinstatement petition after he and the family and Fawn Rose, the oldest daughter, Pete Rose, met with Manfred in Major League Baseball on December the 17th. A couple of months back, they sat down with the commissioner, met with him. He said, okay, we may do this. Hello, Terry Moore. How you doing, sir? Also, news of the petition on Rosenbach comes not long after President Trump posted on social media he intended to pardon Rose while advocating for his reinstatement to Major League Baseball and his election to Hall of Fame. Pete Rose spent 24 seasons in the big leagues, 19 of which came with the Reds. Major League record 4,256 hits. So, again, now we're talking about reinstating him. Manfred met with the family on December the 17th, and now they're kicking it around. President Trump says we're going to get him pardoned, but it's all too late. I mean, it is what it is. Should he be in there or not? I mean, you can argue that up and down the line. Some say no way. Some say, we're in a world of letting everybody else get second and third chances and fourth chances and fifth chances. So, my whole thing is either you slam the door shut and meet with him and say, we're not going to change. Because now he's gone, he can't enjoy it. So, anyway, they're talking about reinstating Pete Rose to let him be eligible now to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. His family would certainly like to do that. They're going to honor Pete Rose with a patch on the jersey of the Reds all season long. They're going to have, I think it's May 14th, I think it is. They're going to have a special day, Pete Rose Day, I think, at the ballpark. I got to double check on that. But the Reds are going to do some big things for Pete Rose since he passed away at the end of the season last year. So, anyway, Pete Rose may be reinstated into Major League Baseball and may get a chance to, he won't, but his family see him be put into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Wow, what about that game on Saturday, college hoops? Meshack, big time, gamer. Give it to the man and turn him loose. Let that pony run. And, boy, Meshack hit that bomb to beat Alabama at the buzzer. What a finish for Tennessee. They struggled down the stretch but found a way to win. And so Tennessee really helps themselves in the bracketology. The SEC tournament, which will be next week for the guys, what a tournament that's going to be in Nashville. I mean, it is it will be the best tournament in basketball this year. It may be as good, if not better, than the actual March Madness tournament. And I know I'm saying something, but you take all those teams, put them in there, and it's, do or die single elimination tournament at the SEC. Some great basketball next week. And so the Volunteers, big win yesterday, or rather Saturday, against the South Carolina Gamecocks. They've got one more, or not South Carolina, against the Alabama Crimson Tide. I think they got one more game against South Carolina. I had that right here. I'll double check and see. I'm pretty sure they play more. The Lady Vols are done. In fact, they start their tournament this week down in Greenville, South Carolina, and they're going to be limping in on a 2-game losing streak. But, you live by the 3 and die by the 3, and they were not shooting the threes very well. And so consequently, that's where they are right now. The Lady Vols struggling. Again, still a dangerous team to play come tournament time. We'll see that this week. But it's still a 2-game losing streak, losing to Kentucky there and then losing yesterday to Georgia, which I don't think was supposed to happen at the Food City Center in Knoxville, but it did. Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2241 here on this third day of March. Hello to Deanna Barnett. Hello to George Young. Hello to Dia Smith. Hello to Coach Terry Moore. How you doing, sir? We're here rocking along on a Monday, March the 3rd. Hard to believe we're into March, but we are. March Madness, of course, regional basketball. We talked about it earlier. Coming up tonight for the ladies in all 4 divisions, all 4 classes. And so that'll be some great basketball tonight. The guys play tomorrow night in the regional. And so this is a biggie tonight. If you lose this one, you're out. You're eliminated. So you got to win this one. If you win this one, you get a chance to play. You guarantee 2 more. You'll play. If you win tonight, you'll play in the championship because these are the semis tonight for the girls. If you win tonight, you play Friday night in the championship. And then you'll truck on. Is that right? Yeah, you'll truck on. You'll play two more. You're guaranteed two more. You win tonight, you'll play the championship, and then you'll go to the sub-state either at home or on the road on when they play those on Saturday. Let's see what's going to be. Yep. Tonight, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday this week for the ladies. And I guess the guys are going to be, regional guys will be tomorrow, Thursday, and Monday. So there you go. The guys will string it out and go Tuesday, Thursday, Monday. The ladies go tonight, Wednesday night, and Saturday to determine who goes to the state tournament in Murfreesboro. So big night tonight. Big high school games. No questions. Run them down for you again. Who's playing where? We'll take a break. Get Coach Humphreys on from Hampton High School. You have in single A, Unaka 22-8, Cloudland 16-13 at Westridge at 6 o'clock. Cosby 20-10, North Green 28-4 at 7:45 at Westridge tonight. That will be in 1A single A basketball. In 2A, you have coming up tonight the Hampton Lady Bulldogs 24-8, taking on Alcoa 24-7. What a matchup! Again, as I said earlier, 48 wins on the floor tonight between Hampton and Alcoa, playing at Unicoi County at 6 o'clock. Gatlinburg, Pittman, and Chucky Doak in the nightcap. GP at 21-11, Chucky Doak at 16-13. They'll play that one at 7:30 tonight. In 3A basketball, Crockett 31-3. We'll have Coach Googe on the top of the hour. Crockett at 31-3, playing Granger 18-14 tonight at 6 o'clock at Viking Hall. Greenville at 22-10, and Tennessee High at 12-15 will play at 7:30 tonight. Winners move on, losers go home. Then in 4A, Daniel Boone will host, well, not host, but they'll entertain Sevier County. It's a home game of sorts for Boone because it's here in the Tri-Cities. Daniel Boone will play Sevier County, the Lady Smoky Bears, at 25-7. Boone at 18-14 at Science Hill at 6 o'clock in the first game. In the second game, the Battle of Morristown. Morristown East, 26-6. Morristown West, 16-10. Those two ladies teams play tonight at 7:30 at Science Hill. The winners move on, and the losers, as we said, are eliminated for this basketball season. So, needless to say, every dribble, every shot, every possession, everything's going to be big, big, big coming up again tonight from these four sites playing hoops tonight for the regional basketball for the TSSAA. Quick break. Coach Dwayne Humphreys joins us next from Hampton High School on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2241 in studio today, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton. Smith from Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Things that you do, maybe some things folks don't realize you do at PTS.
So a lot of people think that we hang our hat on sports and providing sports coverage, which we do, and we do a very good job with that. I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but there's a reason that we've been doing this since 1976, and we continue to be the go-to people for this. But some of the things that we treat that people don't realize that we treat is just generalized deconditioning. People that aren't able to get up out of chairs, people that aren't able to work, people that want to be able to go and see their grandkids play sports, but they can't make it from the parking lot into the stadium. So we help people do that. Vertigo. We do a lot of vertigo work and a lot of dizziness work. We're one of the few vertigo from the American Balance Institute, one of the few vertigo clinics within the state of Tennessee. We do a fantastic job with that as well. And the other thing is, because we've been in business for so long, we are very well integrated within the healthcare system of Northeast Tennessee and outside of Northeast Tennessee. So if we can't help you, we can refer you to the right people that can provide you with the appropriate care.
Awesome. A lot of things. Website, how do we find your website? What's there?
PTSTN.net. You'll find our information, contact information. We're currently redoing our website, trying to make it better and updated. Really, the best way to get in touch with us is to call us or stop by, set up for a consultation, and we can point you in the right direction. Whether we're pointing back at us to get you taken care of, or we are pointing you to one of our fellow clinics and fellow physicians.
Phone number is
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, PTS, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hello.
Stand by. And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's go to the Ponies there. Coach Dwayne Humphreys of the Hampton High School Lady Bulldogs. Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for checking in with us. As the late John Ward would say, it's basketball time in Tennessee. Got a big one tonight, Alcoa. Let's go back and talk about the district tournament. How'd the Lady Bulldogs get to this point tonight?
Started out, we beat South Green in the semifinals. We ended up beating Chucky Doak in the district finals. Got to host, Oneida on Friday night where we won, and now we get to play Alcoa.
And that's going to be a dandy. I was looking at the record. You're 24-8. They're 24-7. So 48 wins between you. So for those out there watching, there's a lot of folks who are gathering all the time, people out of state and out of the area, don't know the situation with Helene. Your basketball team and Coach Smith's boys team for Hampton have went through a lot of adversity, probably more than any other school anywhere that I know of, what you've gone through. So kind of recap for folks. You lost the school, you lost the gym, you've been a kind of a nomad basketball team. Kind of tell the folks out of the area how Hurricane Helene has affected your basketball season this year.
Well, we've been, like you said, we've had a nomad basketball team all year. We've practiced in several different gyms throughout the school year. We've had multiple churches and just different organizations with gyms open up their facilities for us. People have been very, very accommodating and hospitable for us. We played all of our home games at Hampton Elementary, which, Dr. Jenkins and Mr. Leon Tolley, they have helped make this season, as good a season for these young ladies and men, as possible. They've made it as much a home game, Hampton High School environment as they possibly could. We kind of schedule our practices, with the middle school, making sure we all had gym time. When they had games, we'd practice off-site. When we had games, they would practice off-site. It was definitely, we got a lesson in organization and scheduling this year.
And it's a testament to you and your coaches. Who are the coaches that help you pull these girls together and said, we got to strap it on and get going. We're going to be tougher and pound knots and make this happen, and you have. So give some shout-outs to the coaches and the other folks who help keep these girls together.
My staff includes Carrie Jenkins, Heather Creed, Mickey Oliver, Dina Smith, Ricky Burchett. He helps with stats. Our good buddy Rob Fritz,
Yep.
Mike Matheson, Wesley Murray, Ned Smith. We all work together to make sure these kids have slots to practice, whether it be at the Park and Rec, the Boys and Girls Club, one of the 2 or 3 churches that have opened their doors to us. Leon Tolley, Dr. Jake Jenkins at Hampton Elementary. Their whole staff there at the school, helping us get things ready for the games, practices, the janitorial staff at both, at their school, huge shout out to them because that was an additional 10 or 12 games, that we've had to pick up and clean up after, additional, 20 or 30 kids, coaches and things, just having to do those things, that you generally wouldn't have to do under any normal circumstance.
4 months after the fact, folks are still impacted by this. We all think, well, we've moved on to other stories and different things going on around the world, but the issues are still there in Hampton and, of course, here in Carter County. So we're picking up the pieces. But this basketball team has really shown through all this. Again, you come in at 24-8. Alcoa's at 24-7. Brag on some of the girls. Who are some of the girls that have really done well for you this year for Hampton Lady Bulldog basketball?
Well, I'll tell you, I could talk for a long time about these young ladies, just their resilience, their toughness, their mental toughness. We're senior led this year. Got point guard Piper Helly, Addie Lunsford, Ellie Stepp, Bria Hicks, Trinity Cornett, Faye Carrico. They've been here for 40 years. They've worked their tails off. And our goal at the beginning of the season was we wanted to make this the best season we possibly could. We felt like we should be, we could compete for a championship, compete for a district title. Really wanted to, we set our goals high. And when Hurricane Helene come through, we took us a couple of days, and then we felt like it was time to get back together. And these girls come back, they come back and got to work, with lifting weights, tried to make it as normal as possible, getting in the gym, doing some conditioning, doing some open gyms. Just getting them together was huge early on, where they could get together, talk, kind of forget about the devastation and tragedies going on around them. We've got some exceptional juniors, Gracie Jenkins, Hannah Smith. Our sophomores, we've got Lauren Smith, Bailey Matthews, and then Allie Birchfield and Hannah Baird kind of round out our varsity. We're expecting some good things out of those girls in the future, but this is about this year's team. So we're really we're hoping to come out tonight and put on a good show. And I don't think Alcoa thinks much of us. I'd say they're probably overlooking us, and hopefully we can come out and we can play our game and come out on top.
Place will be rocking at Unicoi County tonight against 6 o'clock tip-off. You are 24-8. They are 24-7. So the obvious here. What's the scouting report on Alcoa's team?
They're a typical Alcoa team. They're loaded with athletes. They've got some their first five. They've got a real good scorer in the Carroll girl. Real super quick point guard. I think she's signed to play softball at the University of Tennessee. Got some role players, there that shoot the ball really well. They want to pressure defense, and they want to rebound. They try to get a ton of second chance opportunities. If they can't score on the first time, they want to get the second and third and fourth chance they want to bury you in the boards.
So that's the keys to win this basketball game. I guarantee the Bulldog Nation will be out there loud and proud tonight. It'll be Unicoi County at 6 o'clock. And, Coach, whether you win by 20 or lose by 20, because I want you to win by 20, but we're so proud of what you've done and these girls and the resilience, not only just the basketball team, but the kids in general. The whole school had to be, it's been uplifted and put over to Keenberg Elementary and made it a makeshift high school. So, a lot of upheaval. You guys have just took care of business, went on about your way. You're 24-8, and we're pulling for you. This is like Hoosiers tonight. Norman Dale and Jimmy running the picket fence, and we're pulling for the Lady Bulldogs tonight, sir.
Absolutely. I tell you, just a huge shout out to our central office staff for helping us get set up over here. Huge shout out to our principal, Kayla Clausen. She's kind of the backbone of the school, and she's led this faculty and staff through this, and she's done a great job. It's not been easy. Nothing's been easy, but she's kept everybody together, and that's been huge. When everybody could have packed up and said, "Oh, woe is me," she's kept everybody positive, and we've done a outstanding job making sure these kids have as normal a senior year and a school year as possible.
You got it. We're very proud of you. Leaders lead, and she's doing it, and you're doing it. So good luck tonight to the Lady Bulldogs, and looking forward to talking to you coming up and get ready for the championship on Wednesday. We're pulling for you, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll take care of business this afternoon.
You got it. Go Bulldogs, sir.
Go Bulldogs.
Yep. Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. How about that? Is that not cool? That is cool. So for those of you out of the area, again, Helene continues to impact our community. We're still picking up the pieces. We are resilient country folk. We are winning this. We're going to win it. It's going to take a while to do it. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but we are getting it done slowly but surely. And things like that very much show you that we are not going to let it get the best of us. It was devastating, continues to be devastating, but it is also a chance for, as our pastor tells us many times, Pastor Fowler at Pleasant Beach, when the world is the darkest, the light will shine the brightest. So reaching out and helping one another is exactly what folks are doing. And so we appreciate what Coach Humphreys and his staff's done with these girls, and Ned Smith, who picked up his 500th win. They lost on Saturday. They're eliminated, but still, they had the same situation that the Hampton girls have done. You heard them say they basically were nomads, just trying to find a place to practice anywhere they could, and so they did it, and they're playing tonight in the semifinals of the regional, 24-8 Hampton and 24-7 Alcoa. Thomas Gooch joins us top of the hour, the head coach of the Crockett Lady Pioneers, the team everybody thinks is going to get down there. We'll see what he thinks, down there meaning to the state tournament in Murfreesboro, but there's a lot of basketball between now and then. They'll play tonight against Granger. Crockett at 31-3, so we'll see what they have tonight. We'll talk to him coming up here in a few minutes. Again, the verse of the day. This sums up how we're to live. Everything we say or do should be filtered through this verse. Is what we're saying and doing, is it in His name, and is it pleasing to Him? Whew. That'll get down where the rubber hits the road. Is what you're doing and saying, is it in His name, and therefore is it pleasing to Him what you and I are doing? And do we thank Him enough for all that He does for us? Colossians 3:17 says, this is the verse, by the way, and whatever you do, whether in word or deed, it would be action or saying, whatever you do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through Him. So that kind of says, okay, it's kind of a checkup. What you're doing, what I'm doing, are we doing it for Him? And would He be pleased to know what we're doing? And He does know what we're doing. He knows everything. So anyway, we'll take a quick break. We'll take a look at college basketball. Got some top 25s from yesterday, got some top 25s tonight. The March Madness not that far away. The bracketology, we'll take a look at that too as we're working our way through this show. Brought to you by the good folks at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. And we'll be back over there hopefully next week. We can get things worked out. We'll be back over. And so until then, we're going to sit right here until we get mended up and be ready to go. Back after this on the Tom Baylor Sports Show, show number 2241 of the Tom Baylor Sports Show, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
And back on the Tom Baylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 2241, working out of the studio today and probably tomorrow. So we are here brought to you by today, the good folks from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, and tomorrow will be brought to you by the Eagle Center, our buddy Tammy Troutman. All right, so yesterday, top 25 college basketball, big upset. Illinois, a 20-point thumping over 15th-ranked Michigan. Wolverines kind of up and down all year. They get beat by 15. 8th-ranked Michigan State with a 9-point win over 11th-ranked Wisconsin. And 18th-ranked Memphis had a 7-point win over Alabama Birmingham yesterday. Hello, Jimmy Stout. How you doing, sir? Today, top 25, number 2 Duke at home in Cameron against Wake Forest, and number 4 Houston taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. That'll be a good one tonight. Kansas trying to make a statement. They're out of the top 25 for the first time in a long time, and so Houston will entertain Kansas tonight. The Cougars at 4th in the country, Duke at number 2 in the country, the only two playing tonight. Duke hosting Wake Forest, and Houston, as we said, hosting the Kansas Jayhawks. Change in the top line of the bracketology because of Tennessee's big buzzer-beating win over Alabama moves them up to back to a number 1 seed, and 4th overall are the Volunteers. Houston moved up a spot to 3rd. Crimson Tide fell off the top line. They're now the number 2 seed in the bracketology. Kentucky losing at home to the number 1 seed, Irene Bailey, to the number 1 seed, the Auburn Tigers, 94-78. Bad news for the Wildcats. Jackson Robinson, their second leading scorer, out for the rest of the year with a wrist injury. So, needless to say, that's going to be tough for the Wildcats when they get ready to draw up the brackets, which you got to go through the SEC tournament next week. So, the number 1 seeds here in the bracketology. Big Ten tournament, by the way, starts. All the tournaments starting over the next week or so. In fact, we'll have those for you tomorrow. We'll let you know when all these tournaments crank up. There's some starting this week, as a matter of fact. So the number 1 seed in the South, it would be Auburn. The East would be Duke. Midwest would be Houston. And the West seed would be Tennessee. That's option number 1. Number 2, let's see. The number 1 seeds across would be South, Auburn. The number 2 seed in the South would be Michigan State. This is all what is. In the East, Duke and Alabama. In the Midwest, Houston and Florida. And in the West right now would be Tennessee and Wisconsin. Your top 2 seeds in each of the brackets or each of the regionals. So, but again, there's a lot of basketball to be played, to say the least. 9 conferences, including the West Coast Conference, finishing up their regular seasons over the weekend. And so releasing their conference tournament brackets. The Missouri Valley Conference finishes up regular season play this coming Sunday. The first automatic bid will go out to the Ohio Valley Conference champion on Saturday. So it has begun slowly but surely. We start our tournaments, conference tournaments, and then we'll get into who wins the tournaments, and we start March Madness. And so it's not that far away, folks. It's going to be, as I said, probably the most exciting March Madness, I think, in a long, long time. You take the SEC tournament coming up when it starts next week in Nashville. I mean, it is going to be wild and woolly. Put all those teams. At one point, we had 8 or 9 teams out of the SEC in the top 25 in college basketball. New poll comes out tomorrow. Expect much the same. You put all those teams in one area, one time, one day. Tickets are through the roof to get availability for tickets. If you can even get them, you're going to pay through the nose to get those tickets for the SEC tournament being played in Nashville. So, it's here. It's right around the corner. Tennessee's got one more game. I'm supposed to check on that. I did not. They play South Carolina, and I had the schedule in right here. Now it's not. That's a surprise. They play the Gamecocks, I want to say, tomorrow night, but I'll double-check here in the break and see. Because coming up top of there, I'm going to be joined by Thomas Gooch, head basketball coach of the Crockett Lady Pioneers. They play tonight against Granger. Crockett 31-3. They're supposed to be there. Is that added pressure? Probably. They're a very good team, obviously indicative of their 31-3 record. Everybody says they have the parts and pieces to go down the road to the state tournament in a couple of weeks in Murfreesboro. Remains to be seen. You got to win them one by one, and they'll play Granger tonight. On the other side of the bracket is Greenville and Tennessee High. Those games being played tonight at Viking Hall in Bristol for the regional quarterfinals in 3A basketball. So you got to win them, and you can make the assumption we're going to go down the road, and that's the goal, of course, of every team. But 31-3 can have a bad night and go out just as easily as their opponent tonight, 18-14 Granger. So on paper, obviously Crockett is the prohibitive favorite to win that ball game. But we'll see what Coach Gooch has to say. I can tell you right now, he is not taking them for granted. There's no question. I know him well enough. This is not a gimme in his eyes, and it shouldn't be. Should not ever approach a game like that because you know this. That's when you set yourself up to get knocked off when you make the assumption that you're just going to roll right to them. But, again, on paper, at 31-3, certainly Crockett should be the fave tonight for that game. We'll talk to him coming up top of the hour. Brendan Sweeney a little bit later on in the show from Milligan, both men's and women's, winning the tournament championship over the weekend in Meadowview. Man, I regretted I couldn't get there, but just couldn't get there. So wanted to be there bad to call those games. Didn't get a chance to call the Elizabethton games. Wanted to be there too. Just couldn't get there. So it's It is what it is. We're working through it. So, but we will see Milligan's both men's and women's team in the bracket party on Thursday. They'll find out where they're going, who they're playing, because they are both going to the national tournament. Milligan's swim team's off to Indianapolis, the national swim tournament this weekend, NIA, with a bunch of swimmers going. Track and field set not only school records, but NAIA records in track and field down in Gainesville over the weekend. We'll talk to Brendan about that. And also Milligan's bowling teams, the men and women's bowling teams going to the NAIA as well. So it's a good time to be in Buffalo. So, and we're proud to be part of their program. We get a chance to call their games. We have baseball coming up later on in the spring, a little bit later on this month. Baseball and some softball as well for Coach Holly, who's chasing his 1,000th win as the head coach of Milligan softball. 1,000 wins. That's incredible. So we're looking forward to being out there on the diamond to call some of those games a little bit later on in the month of March. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Let's check in with our man, who, there he is, T&K Home Improvements. They do a great job. I said T&K, T&S Home Improvements. They do a great job. Appreciate him very much being one of our sponsors. We're here live again in studio. Show number 2,241 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Coming back, got some tough news from one of our coaches in college football. I'll tell you all about it next. On to Travis Constable again with T&S Home Improvements. Tell me what it's all about, sir.
Well, we build decks, do porches, roofing, underpinning, under mobile homes, a little bit of remodel work, but with the decks and roofing, we just try to stick on that end of things.
Absolutely. And so they've been at it for how many years now?
We've been at it for a little over 3 years now.
3 years. T&S Home Improvements. They go all over the Tri-Cities. You take quotes. You're licensed and bonded, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So I make the phone call. Let's step me through real quick. I make the phone call, get a hold of you, say we're going to come out and see what you've got going on, and tell me what do you do. Take it from there. What happens next?
I'll schedule a day and time to come out and speak with you and give you an estimate, and you just have to say yay or nay, and then we put you on the schedule.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
They've been at it, folks. Again, started with a drill and a Chevy, what was it, Chevy Blazer?
Chevy Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. Yep. And now they're up to 5 full-time employees and four part-time employees. They're going great guns. They want to help you. Let them come give you a quote on what you need. T&S Home Improvements, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Real simple. A lot of furniture stores out there. Why come shop at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings?
One of the biggest reasons people really rave about is 95% of every piece of furniture you see in our store, you can have it tomorrow. Don't wait 6 weeks. You can have it tomorrow. We're a firm believer in having stuff in stock. We have a 31,000 square foot warehouse, which is a huge warehouse. It's actually one of the largest warehouses of any furniture store in the Tri-Cities. And it's full of furniture. And we keep it that way because we want you to be able to come in, select it today, enjoy it tomorrow. It's not the same day. Sunday, sometimes we deliver the same day. So
it's just that simple, folks. So phone number to get a hold of you is?
423-543-6937.
How do we find you on social media?
Just look under Facebook, look under Cannon Furniture. It will pop up everywhere. Also on Facebook, we're running specials all during the week. You'll see maybe some of them may be limited quantities, it's short period, but they're crazy prices. Like that chest you were talking about, $147 for a chest it's a crazy price, and it'll probably be gone within a few hours. But we're always running specials like that. Our website is cannonshomestore.com. We are improving it every day. We're going to make some major changes to our website. We're excited about that.
It's all right here, folks, in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Great sponsor, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us in studio today. Brought to you by the good folks from Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton. So here's your tough news. Alabama football coach Hugh Freeze diagnosed with prostate cancer. Caught it early. Expect a full recovery. Will continue his normal coaching duties and responsibilities while undergoing treatment. It's always tough. You know that. So Auburn gearing up for its third season to Freeze. First spring practice starting on March the 25th. Hugh Freeze 11-14 in his first two seasons at Auburn. So 5-11 in conference play. It's been a tough start for Hugh Freeze, but again, recently diagnosed with an early form of prostate cancer. The head football coach of the Auburn Tigers, we obviously wish him the very best in his recovery. We'll keep coaching while he goes through treatment, which that's his choice, of course. We hope that it goes good for him. No question. All right, basketball tournaments. We got them for you. ACC starts March the 11th. The American East will start on March the 8th. The American Conference on the 12th, going down through alphabetically. A-Sun is going on right now, the second round of the tournament tonight, the Atlantic Sun tournament, or A-Sun tournament. Atlantic 10 will be March the 12th through the 16th. The Big 12, that'll be March the 15th. Let's see, what else did the ACC? ACC will be the 11th through the 15th in Charlotte. The Big 12 in Kansas City, March 11th to the 15th. The Big East in New York City, the 12th to the 15th. Let's see, some of the other ones. Big 10 will be in Indianapolis starting the 12th to the 16th. You have the Ivy League. That's a barn burner, the 15th and 16th in Providence. Let's see, who else? The Missouri Valley Conference in St. Louis, March the 6th to the 9th. The Ohio Valley Conference starts on Wednesday in Evansville, Indiana. The SEC, as we told you, the 12th through the 16th in Nashville. What a day. Championship will be on the 16th of March for that one. The Southern Conference Tournament, East Tennessee State, of course, playing March the 7th through the 10th, starts this week, and playing, as we said, it'll be going on in Asheville. Now, the Big South is in Johnson City. That's pretty cool. Get some folks on the show later this week, talk about that. That starts on Wednesday and finishes up on the weekend. So the Big South tournament's coming into, and is at Freedom Hall in Johnson City, which is quite an honor for Johnson City to win a bid on it and won it. And so there'll be a lot of folks in town, in the Tri-Cities in particular, in Johnson City, with out-of-town and out-of-state tags, for that matter. So love on them. They're spending a lot of money with us in the Tri-Cities through our hotels and our restaurants. So it's going to be a big week financially for Johnson City with the Big South tournament starting this week. When did I say it's going to be? On the starts on March the 5th, which will be on Wednesday, and wraps up on the weekend on the 9th. So that would be a week from, or actually this coming Sunday, which is the day for daylight savings time. Yeah, we get the days longer starting on, when you go to bed on Saturday, you set your clocks forward an hour. We pick up more sunshine. Yay, it's coming. It's a little cold out there today, a little cool, but it's coming. We got spring weather right around the corner. Daylight savings time is this weekend. So continuing on down through the SEC tournaments in Nashville, the 12th through the 16th, Southern Conference, we told you, in Asheville, starting on Wednesday, running through Monday of next week, through a week from today. Sun Belt Conference in Pensacola, March the 4th to the 10th. It's getting ready to start tomorrow. These are all the guys' tournaments, by the way, so that gives you an idea of some of the teams and some of the tournaments. The Big Ten, we told you, go back and tell you again, the Big Ten tournament will start on the 12th, being played in Indianapolis. So a lot of basketball, a lot of good basketball. And again, I think, this is my opinion purely, but I think this year's tournament is as wide open as any tournament we've ever had. I mean, it's wall-to-wall ready to go. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to watching it unfold. And can Tennessee win the national championship? I don't think so. I think they can go deep. I don't think, hope I'm wrong, but they've proved something to me on Rocky Top on Saturday at the Food City Center, beating Alabama the buzzer beater, which is an incredibly talented program, as you know. But do we have the horses in Knoxville to go all the way? I don't know. We had to get some luck and some breaks along the way. We'll see. SEC tournament will be a good barometer to see how far they can go, I think, and how deep they can go in the tournament. You got to look, I would think, the two teams that jump out of me are Auburn and Duke would be the two teams you would want to kind of keep an eye out for. Probably Houston would be a good one, too. The Florida Gators can play. I mean, there again, you start rattling off teams. There's a lot of teams out there that, as you know, the March Madness, you only have one bad game, you're done. It's not like a best of. So you come out and have a bad night, bad shooting night, bad rebounding night, just a bad night overall, you can be done. So that's the beauty, I think, of March Madness. It's one and done. You can have one hiccup, have bad 40 minutes of basketball, and you're done. So I think it's going to be an exciting tournament, and I don't think it's going to be anything, as I said, anything any better than what you're going to see. What you're going to see at the SEC tournament coming up next week in Nashville. All right, Thomas Googe next, head basketball coach of the Crockett Lady Pioneers. Take a look and see what they're doing tonight against Granger, playing that one in Viking Hall. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. In studio today, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
Hello?
And we say good morning, or actually good afternoon. Let's go to the phone. He's there, Coach Thomas Googe of Crockett Basketball. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing great. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing fantastic, sir. Thanks for checking in with us. It's game day, and whew, what a season you've had. 31-3. Let's talk about how you got here. You had a tough game the other night against the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that was a battle. I mean, it was the second time on their home court in just a couple weeks, and Tennessee High is a very good basketball team, very talented, play very hard. So it was a battle from start to finish.
Let's talk about your girls. You're 31-3. You're expected to be there. Is that added pressure to your team? Because everybody knew going into the season, you got all the cabinet was loaded with talent, and it is. So does that put extra pressure on your girls or not, that you're supposed to be there and you're supposed to be 31-3 and having the kind of year you're having? So does that put a little extra mojo on your team?
Not really. We've not really played under pressure much this year. I mean, it's a little different being in this situation than when we were, 5 years ago when I got the job. So we kind of were the underdog then, and kind of can surprise some people. We know every night we're going to get everybody's best shot, and we just kind of focus on getting better every single day. And the main focus has been on the defensive end of the ball, and trying to rebound the basketball at a high level.
It's a team sport. But obviously you have a couple of individuals that have done very well this year, namely Briley Tulloch, and got a record, and also Bella Ferguson. Brag on those young ladies, what they've done individually for Crockett's team.
Yeah, we, Briley Tulloch, she broke the school's all-time leading scoring record there. She's over 1,900 points in her career. She's just a junior. Aaliyah Story, another junior, she broke Crockett's school record with 1,000 rebounds. She got 1,000th rebound the other night. She's at over 1,200 points and 1,000 rebounds, which is that's not many kids in the state of the history of the game has went for 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. So she's had a great career, and also Bella Ferguson.
Tito Way's public school all-time assist leader. She's over 1,100 assists currently, and she broke that record back in December. I think it was 922 when she set that record. So those three have really gotten a lot of individual accolades. But we dressed 10, and all 10 have came in this year and contributed and done something positive for this team. And the majority of our playing rotation is 7 players, and any of those 7, it could be somebody different every single night. So it's we got a good group here, and we hope we can come out and play tonight and keep on playing.
Well, the other night we called your game against Tennessee. I thought the lady that, did 2 or 3 little things there in the second half, Lainey Britton, had a big 3, and I think she came back and she had like 5 points in like 30 or 35 seconds and a couple of rebounds. So you hear about Donor, and you hear about Ferguson, you hear about Story, but, there and Tulloch, but there was Lainey Britton. She had a big part in that win the other night for you guys.
Lainey Britton, yeah, she hit a big time shot, big time 3 right in front of our bench there in the second half. I think it put us up by 4 maybe when she hit that one, but just a very clutch shot. She's done that all year. I mean, she's had big time games, and when she sees one go in, she can score it in bunches. And also in the district tournament, Lacey Bird hit another big shot. That may have put us up by 5 or 6 late in the second half. So. You hear, like you said, you hear a lot about Bella and Aaliyah and Riley, but we've got a lot of good players. I mean, Lainey Donor, Lacey Bird, Lainey Britton, Kaylee Donor, Autumn Lynn comes in off the bench and gives us really good minutes, and she's improved so much since last season. So it's a good problem to have.
Absolutely. And so, having said all that, we're talking to Coach Gooch from Crockett. Kind of tough to scout your team. Okay, we can shut down Donor. Well, then you got the other ones. We'll key on Ferguson. Well, then Story may go wild. We'll try and clamp down on Story. Well, then we got Tulloch out there putting up the points. So your team is very hard to get ready for, Coach, and that's a compliment to you and the kids.
Well, that's something we focus on. We talk, passing up a good shot for a great one. We talk a lot about driving as a basketball player, not just driving as a scorer or a passer. So making the right play has been big, and they trust in one another. They believe in one another, and that's a difference I see from last year's teams. We may try to do a little too much at times and force some shots. I think we're having better shot selection this season, and as a result, they've had a lot of success so far.
Granger's 18-14. They eliminated Elizabethton on Friday night Friday night by 13. So it's the Granger Grizzlies, a tradition-rich program. They've had success over the years. They're 18-14. What's the scouting report on Granger?
Very well coached. They can all shoot it. They're athletic. They play very hard. Their freshman point guard, number 12, Roach. She makes them go. Got a good score, and Hayes, number 20, and they're kind of similar to like what you said about us. I mean, any of them can go off at any night. They've got 7, 8 players that can shoot and score it. So tonight we're really going to have to focus defensively. We hopefully have a good defensive game plan that we can execute, and we know we're going to have to guard the 3 line tonight because they get hot. They can see a bunch of them go in a hurry.
It's pretty cool for Crockett Nation. You guys play tonight. The guys play tomorrow night. So both teams in the regional, that's quite a testament to Crockett basketball.
Yeah, the boys, we came along on the girls' side, and the boys have done a great job. They've had, really good teams over the last few years. And, it's a great time to be a Pioneer, man. We just hope we can both continue to move forward and survive and advance and take it one day at a time.
Last question. You kind of already answered it, but the keys tonight for Crockett to beat Granger, get into the semifinals on Wednesday, or get into the championship on Wednesday. So what's it going to take to beat Granger tonight for you guys?
We got to be disciplined defensively. We got to play smart, play together. We can't be getting, silly fouls and getting in foul trouble. We got to take care of the basketball. Most games we try to out-rebound our opponent by 10 plus, and we try to keep our turnovers under 8. So if we can have single-digit turnovers and out-rebound them, I think if we execute offensively, we will have a good chance to win.
Pulling for you. Good luck to you. Thanks for your time, your class act, and we'll hopefully be talking to you Wednesday for the championship.
I hope so too, Tom. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yes, sir. You take care. Appreciate you.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. There you go. Appreciate him very much, Coach Thomas Googe of the Crockett Pioneers. Good stuff there. And so they get ready tonight to take on, as we said, the Granger Lady Grizzlies. Will play that one, as we told you, Viking Hall in Bristol. It's going to be a good one. And so the other side of the bracket will be Greenville and the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. So some good basketball tonight. If you're out and about, this is the night you'd want to go. This is, you will see really two good games everywhere. Those are the two in 3A, Crockett and Granger, Greenville and Tennessee High. In AA, we talked already to Coach Humphreys. Hampton and Alcoa, both 24-win teams. Gatlinburg, Pittman, and Chucky Doak will be on the other side of the bracket. Those are being played at 6 and 7:30 at Unicoi County. The single A at Westridge tonight will be Unaka 22-8 and Cloudland at 16-13 in the early game. The second game, Cosby 20-10 and North Green at 28-4. I've seen North Green this year when they played Elizabeth. That's the only team I've seen out of those four, and they can play. North Green can for sure. We saw them down at third place. In 4A tonight, Daniel Boone. We saw that game, it's 2 weeks ago now, I guess. London and I went and saw Andrew Flores take on Tennessee High, and Maddie Wilhoit and Flores had 40, 44, 45 points. So they take on, and the rest of the Boone team, not just her, playing Sevier County tonight at Science Hill. Boone at 18-14, Sevier County at 25-7. The other side of the bracket tonight, Morristown East ladies who can play. I've seen them. They can play. 26-6. They're playing Morristown West at 16-10. So those are the games tonight in girls regional basketball. Again, your winners will play on Wednesday and guaranteed to play on Saturday in the sub-state. So losers tonight are done. The winners tonight move on to the championship, and then that'll give you a chance to play Saturday in the sectional or the sub-state. If you win Wednesday night, you'll be at home on Saturday. If you lose Wednesday night, you travel. So you want to win that game, obviously. And so that's what the goal is, but you got to win the game tonight. First and foremost, first one up is tonight's game. You win this one, you guarantee two more and a chance. You still keep your hopes alive to get to the state tournament next week down in Murfreesboro. So a lot of basketball, as we said earlier in the broadcast, and it's true. Every dribble, every shot, every possession, every foul, everything is going to be dripping with drama tonight because it's somebody's season riding on the line on all these teams playing tonight. So it's going to be a pressure-packed night at these four sites. The single A Westridge, the double A at Unicoi County, triple A at Viking Hall, and the 4A regional for the ladies' night at Science Hill High School. So quick break, back with more. We're live here in studio. Show number 2241 brought to you by Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
That spice is 10 out of 10, would recommend. Hi, my name is Khadijah, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick of the chicken. It's just the right amount of heat. It gets me excited and definitely wanting more. And then, pro tip, add that cilantro lime sauce. I couldn't get enough of that sauce. It cools it down. If the sandwich is at 100, the cilantro lime takes it to 200. It makes me want to, tell all my friends and family.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at some baseball news. If you're a Braves fan, not good news. Just coming across that Sean Murphy, the catcher for the Braves, will miss opening day in at least a month with a cracked rib. So that elevates Drake Baldwin, I would think, to your top prospect. So they give him a chance to get back there. And Murphy, a former All-Star and Gold Glove Award winner, coming off a bad year last year. He only hit 193 with 10 home runs in 72 games. So they got rid of, where'd he go? He went to the Angels. Darno is gone. Chadwick Trump may slide in his spot. Maybe Drake Baldwin, the top 10 prospect. Maybe you can get him up there and get him going. So anyway, Sean Murphy is out for the Atlanta Braves with a cracked rib for at least a month. Let's take a look at the schedule for today. Who's playing where in MLB? You got a couple of 500 teams. Again, do you put a whole lot of stock in the records? ML baseball and spring training? Probably not. Boston and Baltimore both 4-4. Toronto and Detroit. The Braves will play Tampa Bay. The Braves are 6-2. Houston and Miami today. You've got Texas and Evan Carter against Kansas City. Rangers are 4-5. Royals are 5-4. Carter's being played sparingly so far. They're trying to bring him back slowly on that back injury. And apparently, I saw an interview over the weekend. He's still not 100%. He's getting there, but he's not 100% ready to go. But the Rangers play Kansas City today at 3:05. Again, Texas at 4-5, Kansas City at 5-4. The Athletics and the White Sox, Colorado and the Angels, Cleveland and Seattle. The Cubbies at 8-1 against Arizona. Miami and the Mets. You've got Pittsburgh and the Yankees, and Milwaukee and Cincinnati. Those are your games tonight and today in Major League Baseball spring training. And the National Hockey League. Who's on the ice tonight? Ottawa will be, that's a good one here, Ottawa and Washington. Ottawa 30 wins, Washington at 38 wins. They'll skate tonight in Washington. Buffalo skates in Montreal. The Islanders and the Rangers get after it tonight. Islanders have 27 wins. The Rangers have 30 wins. Tampa Bay and Florida, the two Floridian hockey teams, really good matchup. Tampa Bay at 35-20, Florida 37-21. San Jose and Toronto skate tonight. In Toronto, and the LA Kings and the Blackhawks in Chicago tonight. So there you go. That's your National Hockey League schedule for this Monday, March the 3rd. High school baseball starts today. High school softball starts today. Track and field is now ready to flip the switch and go, as is boys soccer and tennis. So there's some of the teams getting underway today playing. Some are still doing exhibition games, and some are actually going after and starting regular season games. So we've got Cyclone baseball later in the month. We've got Cyclone softball later in the month. We got Milligan baseball and softball a little bit later in March. So today we'll just sit back and see how things unfold and get ready for baseball coming up very soon here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. So coming up at the bottom of the hour, Brendan Sweeney joins us from Milligan University. Whew, it's good to be a Buffalo. Boys team, the men's team, the women's team both win the tournaments over the weekend at Meadowview. Wished I could be there, but just working through this and didn't get a chance to get there. Then they had these both bowling teams are heading off to the National Bowling Tournament. The swim team's heading off to the National Swim Meet this weekend in Indianapolis. And the Milligan track and field outdoor team smoked it down in Gainesville. Not only did they set school records, but they set NAIA records. And Brendan's going to tell us all about that. And, of course, the Buffaloes will find out Thursday where they play. They're both going to the national tournament. Ultimately, they want to be in Sioux City, Iowa, playing for the national championship. And so we'll see where they go first to play, but both have qualified for the postseason tournament. That may be, I know the women haven't won the conference tournament in over 25 years. So it's a big deal to be a Buff, and it was exciting to watch it on Saturday unfold. A double overtime win for the Lady Buffs over Tennessee Wesleyan, and the guys went down to the wire to beat Johnson out of Knoxville. So how it's set up, you have, let's see, make sure I get this right. You've got Tennessee, I think Tennessee Wesleyan's going for the ladies since Milligan won the regular season and the tournament. I think that's how it goes. I know the guys, Milligan and Johnson, will go to the men's tournament. So, because Johnson was a regular season champion. So they go, and Milligan goes as a tournament champion to the national tournament, which is pretty cool. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We're here in the studio today, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton, and we're going to be joined by Brendan Sweeney coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Molly Hurley with Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The seasonal key lime and the grilled spicy deluxe. That's our current specials. Tell us about them, would you please?
Yes, so we have our frosted key lime lemonade. You can also get it as just regular lemonade in sweet tea or as a Sunjoy. It's a real exciting flavor. We had it a while ago, and it was a fan favorite, so I'm glad they brought that back. Mm-hmm. And then we also have brought back our grilled spicy deluxe, which is a spicy grilled filet with lettuce and tomato, and it automatically comes with Colby Jack cheese, but you can switch it out for pepper jack or American if you want.
Trays. Anytime's going to be a good time for a tray from Chick-fil-A. You got football playoff games. You got the college basketball season. You've got the Super Bowl coming up. You've got birthday parties. You've got looking down the line field days coming up in schools. Name the reason. Tell us about trays at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, so you can do a tray for any event. We have breakfast trays as well for mornings until 10:30, and then you can do nuggets, strips. We've got mac and cheese, fruit, salads, grilled wrap trays. Really, a little bit of something for everybody. So you can just give us a call or go online, and we'd be happy to take care of you.
Yep, the phone number is 297-1266. Family meals. Tell me about that from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, so this is a new offering Chick-fil-A has started. It's on the Chick-fil-A app. You can get a 30-count nugget, 30-count grilled nugget, or a 10-count strip, and then you can choose between fries, mac and cheese, and fruit, and it also comes with 4 desserts. So it's a great option if you're wanting to bulk order for your family if you don't have time to cook dinner one night. It's a great way to be able to do that and get a little bit of something for everybody.
Do it on the app. So tell us again what's available out there.
A 30-count nugget. You choose between a 30-count nugget, grilled 30-count nugget, or a 10-count strip, and then you can choose between your sides of fries, mac and cheese, and fruit, and then you get 4 desserts as well.
Dessert options are?
You can get 4 cookies, 4 brownies, or 2 and 2 of each, and then it's not included in the meal, but you can also add gallons of sweet tea or lemonade for everybody, and it comes with an 8-ounce bottle of sauce as well.
This is on your app?
Yes.
It's awesome. On your app, which is Chick-fil-A One, right?
Yes.
That's what
Yep,
you get.
Chick-fil-A app. You can earn points. We've got free stuff on there quite a bit, so check your app for some new rewards every week.
Yep. Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors, the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We love them. Chick-fil-A, Elizabeth. Stand by. And back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, let's go to the phone. She's there. Jamie Schaff is with us. Good morning, or actually good afternoon, Jamie Schaff. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good afternoon to you.
Yep. Thanks for checking in with us. It's coming up this coming Sunday night. It's going to be great. Refresh our memory. What's going on this Sunday night? It's a great fundraiser.
Yeah, we're having a benefit concert for a nonprofit. Well, it's a faith-based mission here in Carter County. That's Carter Compassion. And the good thing about Carter Compassion is they just don't help you one time. They, if you come back and you need help again, they're very good to, help you get settled and help you more than one time. And it's just a great organization. So we're having it at Valley Forge Free Will Baptist, and it's going to be area churches. Their praise teams are coming. We've got, of course, First Baptist praise teams coming. Basic, which is Loretta Bauer's family, and some that she's adopted along the way, like myself and Catherine Button and other people from United Methodist. We sing in that group with them. And Beth Stevens and Emily Whitehead and myself, we usually sing at the Christmas for Isaiah House, but we're going to be singing a couple of songs too. So we've got a good lineup coming.
It's a free event coming up this coming Sunday. It's a fundraiser, so we're going to take up donations. And what we're going to do?
Yes, we'll take up a love offering. And, of course, I didn't need to leave out Valley Forge Praise Choir. They're going to be a part of it, too, and that's like a 60-person choir. So it's going to be an amazing concert. But, yes, we'll take up a love offering, and 100% of what we get from that love offering goes to Carter Compassion.
Starts at what time? What time do the doors open?
I'm sure the doors open about 5 o'clock. The service starts at 6, about an hour long, hour and 15 minutes. So it's just going to be a great night of just fellowship and worship music and doing something for the community, for those that are less fortunate.
You got it. So every time we're a part of this, good to be a part of it this Sunday too. Can't wait that it's, you all get a blessing, but the folks out there in the crowd will get a blessing. Everybody comes out of there with their batteries charged for the Lord, because it's an awesome evening, is it not?
It is. It's a great time for families, and just bring your family and come and just sing. We're going to have a big sing-along, and it's just going to be a great night. And, of course, you're going to be the master of ceremonies, and you're going to be interviewing Brandon Young. He's the founder of Carter Compassion, so I look forward to hearing what he has to say, and it's just going to be a great night.
Absolutely, it is. Looking forward to it. This coming Sunday, again, 6 o'clock at Valley Forge. It's a fundraising concert. It's all free. Again, we'll take up a love offering for Carter Compassion. All the money stays here in Carter County. It's awesome. Great report. Looking forward to hearing you croon and sing, and we'll see you up there on Sunday.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
Yep, great.
Have a great day.
You too. Appreciate it very, very much, everybody. Jamie Schaff, again, getting ready to sing and make it happen, as we said, coming up on Sunday at Valley Forge. Again, it's a free love offering concert. And so last year we raised, I don't know, it seemed like it's $4,000 or $5,000 in about an hour. It was awesome, maybe a little bit more than that. It was an incredible night. Last time we did it at First Baptist, and quite frankly, it's outgrown, from what I've been told, it's outgrown First Baptist as far as size. We're going to put it over to Valley Forge now, and it'll be at 6 o'clock this coming Sunday. Again, it's a free concert. Again, love offering, and it's going to be a chance for you to give back to some folks, again, Carter Compassion, that very much need our help. Brandon Sweeney joins at the bottom of the hour. We take a look at NASCAR. Christopher Bell did it again, his second win in this young NASCAR season. He won in Atlanta, and he wins yesterday in the Circuit of the Americas, the road race in Austin, Texas. They move on now to the Shriners 500 coming up this weekend in Phoenix. Here's your top 10 for NASCAR from yesterday. Christopher Bell, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch in top 5. Then comes Shane Van Gisbergen. Chris Buescher is 7th, Noah Graggs in 8th, 9th, Alex Bowman in 10th, Todd Gillian. Guys who did not have a good day yesterday. Daniel Suarez 36th out of 37, Austin Dillon 35th, Ty Gibbs 34th, didn't have good days. Kyle Larson struggling. He is started 7th but finished 32nd in the grid yesterday. And again, you have Christopher Bell winning his second race of the year. He has very much stamped his ticket for the playoffs now, and his 11th NASCAR victory all time. So, again, caution flags 4 for 15, lead changes 20 among 9 drivers, and so Christopher Bell picks up the W in the DeWalt Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, and they move on now to Phoenix for the next stop of the NASCAR Winston Cup circuit. So stage 1 won by Bubba Wallace, stage 2 won by Ryan Preece. Again, 20 lead changes among 9 drivers, 4 cautions for 15 yellow flags, and the winner again for the second time in this young season, Christopher Bell and the DeWalt Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. So that's pretty impressive stuff. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll get him on talking Milligan University. It's good to be at Buffalo. They are red hot in virtually every sport right now going on. We've got basketball, swimming, track and field, bowling, and there's more. And we'll let Brendan Sweeney, athletic director, tell you all about it coming up right after this time out from one of our great sponsors. We're here thanks to Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
That spice is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Hi, my name is Khadijah, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick of the chicken. It's just the right amount of heat. It gets me excited and definitely wanting more. And then, pro tip, add that cilantro lime sauce. I couldn't get enough of that sauce. It cools it down. If the sandwich is at 100, the cilantro lime takes it to 200. It makes me want to, tell all my friends and family.
Real guest paid for their testimonial.
Oh, it's snowing.
Right. Okay.
Let's make a snowman.
Can't now, honey.
Dad?
Sorry, kiddo.
Want to make a snowman? I can't see.
Welcome, Sam. You're right on time.
You know me?
Of course. You want to make a snowman, right?
How did you? Hey, what's that?
That's lost time. And then there's time that flies.
Whoa.
Ah, together time. The best kind. It can make memories that last forever.
I wish my family could understand.
Here, sometimes people just need a little reminder.
Sam, where are you?
Time to go, Sam.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Cats took me to a time shop. What? Have so many clocks and cuckoos. Lost time and time that flies and all kinds of time. And here, the kinds you give.
What is this? Okay, everybody. There we go.
This is actually really fun, but...
And let's Let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy Brendan Sweeney, the Assistant Athletic Director for Milligan University. It's great to be a Buff. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It certainly is great to be a Buff after this weekend.
Absolutely. Where do we? Let's start at Meadowview. We're all over the place with some success stories. Let's start at Meadowview with the men's and women's basketball teams. Give us an update because they went over there and kicked butt and took names. I loved it.
They sure did, and on Championship Saturday, it was even more of resilience from both sides. They both trailed in the second half in the late stages, and in the end, both teams ended up getting victories. The women went to overtime against number 7 seed Tennessee Wesleyan, who really was running through the tournament as a Cinderella, and instead the Buffs dashed their hopes in overtime and pulled it out 79-75. And then on the men's side, the Buffs were trailing the entire second half. They started the period with a 5-point deficit. It worked to as many as 9 points, and then as the game got into the final 10 minutes, Milligan cut into that lead and ended up taking a 3-point lead with just over a minute left. And then from that point on, they just held on and pulled out the tight victory as well. So 67-64 there. Two champions in the conference. It's the first time that either team has won an AAC tournament championship since the AAC was formed in 2000. And on top of that, it's the first time that the two teams have won conference championships since 1998-99 when they were part of the TVAC. So really impressive on both sides. Coach Callie Greer and Bill Robinson both really good jobs with their teams getting through that tournament, and they'll both be going to nationals now.
Great crowd, great atmosphere. I was watching it. Wished I could be there. I couldn't pull it off, but we're working through this. But we wanted to be there so bad. But it was a great atmosphere, and man, oh man, it was fun to watch. And as you said, the other team made some runs on the Lady Buffs and on the men's team. We stood our ground and won it. Kyler Greer named Coach of the Year for the women, which is awesome. And so some of the guys got some awards too, have they not? Didn't Tommy get an award too?
Yeah, absolutely. Andre Tamba, he actually won conference's Defensive Player of the Year. That was announced before the tournament, but in the tournament he was a all-tournament team member. So was Elijah Redwood. Off the bench, came in and scored quite a bit for the Buffaloes, and then McCaskill Rivers was actually named the AAC tournament MVP for his efforts over the course of the last weekend.
Yep, and so the ladies win, the guys win. So what's next? Where do we go next in basketball?
Yeah, so we're going to learn where we'll be going this coming Thursday, March the 6th. The NAIA selection shows will be streaming live on Thursday evening. The women, their show starts at 7 Eastern, and the men's comes after that at 8 Eastern. So we'll learn at which region we will be going to for the first and second rounds of the tournament. And obviously the final site is in Kansas City if we're able to win the first and second round matchups.
Any chance we can host?
On the men's side, it's probably unlikely. For the women, it would be possible, but we'll have to see what the selection committee decides with regards to the final 4 spots. 12 of the 16 host sites for the first and second round have been announced on both the men's and women's side already. And Milligan was not part of those initial 12 on either side, but it's possible that they could be one of the final 4, especially on the women's side.
A history-making weekend for basketball for the Milligan basketball programs. Love it, love it, love it. Let's switch gears. Let's talk a little track and field. They kicked some tail this weekend, too.
Oh, they sure did. We had 4 national champions, 3 individuals, and 1 relay squad that became individual and relay national champs this weekend in Gainesville, Florida, at the NAIA Indoor Track and Field Championships. And Luis Peralta, he ran the 800 meter, became national champ for his first time ever as a Buff. This is his first year here at the school. Bryn Woodall, just unbelievable, set the NAIA record, 4 minutes and 1 second in the mile, and he became national champ. So that's really impressive. That's the 4th national record that Milligan has posted in its program's existence.
Wow.
And then Ellen Mary Kearney, she won the women's 3,000 meter as well. And so those 3 individuals earned national championship honors, and then the 4x800 meter relay on the men's side that included Luis Peralta, Bryn Woodall, Silas Chambers, and Carter Wyndham. They also put up an unbelievable weekend. Both their preliminary and finals runs both set new NAIA records. So they set the record in the preliminaries, and then in the final they shattered it again to win that event as well. So just an unbelievable weekend for the Buffaloes on the track, and Coach Chris Lane's got to be absolutely ecstatic.
I'm sure we are, because we're proud to be Buffaloes. Then you get into the bowling. They're doing some good things. Tell us about the bowling teams.
Yeah, bowling, later today, there's going to be a release out announcing the National Bowling Tournament bracket and who's involved in that for the NAIA. And the Milligan men and women are both going to be at large bids. And so we'll see them at Nationals. They both finished as the runner-up at the Southern States Athletic Conference Championships last weekend. And that was impressive for both of those teams, as they really went down to the wire with the top team in the nation, really on both sides. SCAD Savannah, so that's a school down in Savannah, Georgia. They've always been a powerhouse in bowling, and that's the only team that we fell to. The men went to a tiebreaker against them in the championship match, and they just fell short. So close to being able to pull off the Southern States Championship. It would have been the first conference championship by a Milligan bowling program in its short existence.
We'll take a look at baseball and softball in a moment. We're talking to Brendan Sweeney, the Assistant Athletic Director for Milligan. We love being part of the Milligan family. We love it, love it, love it. So you got swimmers heading off to where? Indianapolis, is that right?
So they're heading up, to Elkhart, Indiana, and that's going to be a fun trip for them. They've got several swimmers who have got records and national championships on their mind as they go into that tournament. The 5th through the 8th of March coming up here in just a couple days, Wednesday through Saturday, up at Elkhart. The swim teams led by Coach Spencer Scarth are going to be competing. Several, I think it's a total of 18 competitors for the men and 15 for the women, if I had to remember correct. I can't remember correctly right off the top of my head, but it's close to that. So it's quite a few individuals that are heading out there with the swim team.
All this is a school of about 1,200 kids, folks. They're cranking it out. So the national championships, we picked up, what'd you say, 4 more this weekend? Is that right?
Yeah, four more, 3 individuals and 1 relay at track and field, and that jumps their program's overall national championships to 21 now in their history across cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track and field. So really, really impressive for all of them just to be able to continue adding all these championships. And they just got really impressive student athletes.
And that gives you how many now under our athletic director's regime since he's been there?
Oh, it's a ton under Christian Pope. I'm trying to remember the exact number. I know that we overall now have 52 national champions, individual and team, in Milligan's history, and many of those have been in the past few years under Christian. So just really impressive since he's been here. The competitiveness across the board that all these teams here at Milligan have been able to put forth.
Absolutely. Again, we're just tickled to death to be a part of it. And so you look at finishing things up, baseball and softball. I think I read where baseball is, 14-5, is that right?
Yeah, I think it is 13-6, or maybe it's 14-6, one of those two. But they've had a good start to conference play. They've only lost one of their games so far this year in conference, and so they just swept Bryan this weekend, Bryan College. They're 14-6, and they swept Bryan, and they only had 6 runs allowed across 3 games. So the pitching staff really did their job nicely. The hitters had some good at-bats, timely hitting, and overall, because Bryan had showed that they could hit against some decent competition. They had played Faulkner, who's down in Alabama. They were ranked number 18 in the nation, and they took them and scored 15 runs against them in the midweek coming in. So definitely Milligan showing that their pitching staff has got what it takes to to compete at this level.
14-6 right now, and the softball team, Coach Holly's going after that 1,000th win as a coach. Where is he right now in that chase?
Well, he's at 999, so he is one win away from the 1,000 win mark. And Coach Holly definitely deserves it. He's just had such a storied career here at Milligan, and they're on the road tomorrow afternoon at Bluefield up in Virginia, and they're going to be looking for that 1,000th win in the first game at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
That's awesome. We're not a more deserving guy anywhere than Wes Holly to get 1,000 wins. Yeah. Active coaching, it puts him up there and the all-time greats, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's already actively the number 2 coach in the nation in wins that is active. So and at all time he's in 3rd. So really impressive for Wes Holly to be able to just continue to add to that total, and hopefully he gets many more.
Everything you want to know about Milligan sports, where's the website, sir?
Yeah, head to MilliganBuffs.com. We've got recap stories, we got schedules, rosters, got the composite schedule, so you can go and see what's happening on every day coming up. And really anything that you want regarding Milligan sports is there for you.
I went back last night. I had some time. I went back down through and got into the Hall of Fame and went back and looked at all the folks that have been put into the Milligan Hall of Fame. Man, it's like a who's list. There's some really impressive names there, and I got a chance to watch an interview that one of your predecessors had done with Toonie Cash, who's the all-time leading scorer, 2,989 points in Milligan. So it was a sit down about how important it was to him to be a Buff and be in the Hall of Fame and all that. It's really good. So neat stuff on that website, MilliganBuffs.com. There's lots of different ways you can go and things you can click on and learn about both the present teams and the teams of the past. So great job. What do you want to leave us with, my friend?
Well, I'll leave you with we got the selection shows for basketball. We've got swimming coming up this week, the national championships 5th through 8th. So if you're interested in watching any of that stuff, the NAIA actually this season had passed a little motion that all of the institutions worked towards to get free video streaming for nationals this year. So swimming championships are free to watch on the NAIA network. And so if you're trying to watch Milligan athletics, you've got access now. Last few years, it's for a weekend pass to watch a swimming championship or a track and field championship or cross country. But now that's all free for you, so you can go and access that wherever, whenever you would like. So we'll also have watch parties on campus for swimming, which will be cool, the 5th through the 8th. At those days, they all start at 5 p.m. So it should be a fun week coming up, and hopefully everyone here will support the Buffs.
You got it. It's good to be a Buff. Milligan Buffs, BUFFS, MilliganBuffs.com. Brendan, great report, sir. Thanks for checking in with us, and we'll talk soon. Go Buffs.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tom.
Yes, sir. Good job as always. Appreciate him very much. Again, the assistant athletic director at Milligan University, again, our buddy, and he does a great job. Love working with him. And you talking about somebody mad and just fuzzed up because I wanted to be there so bad this weekend and just couldn't make it. And so we're working through that, trying to get fixed. So wanted to be there but couldn't. So they went on and did it. That's awesome. So the ladies went in overtime. The guys win the tournament championship back-to-back. So very impressive. And again, as you heard him say, the swimmers go to Elkhart, Indiana this weekend. The bowling team's heading off to theirs. Track and field did their number. 4 more national championships, and Milligan gives them 52 now. For a school the size of Milligan, as I said, right around 1,200 students cranking this thing out, and they're getting it done, and it's exciting. It's a great university, a great bunch of folks, and I'm proud as a peacock to be a part of it. Quick break. We'll run back one more time before we get out of here. We'll run down the games tonight and the games tomorrow night. Regional high school basketball. It's do or die tonight. Tension is mounting, getting ever so closer. That 6 o'clock tip-off, about 5 hours away from seasons ending for some, seasons moving on for others. We'll take a look at it next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show in studio, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton.
You what?
I work at the Chick-fil-A.
I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
He came to the drive-thru. Before I can give him his change, he drove away. It was a month before he came back in.
Marcus hands me this envelope, and it's like $3.
I kept it in my back pocket for over a month.
That's crazy. I'm just like pretty stunned.
She's like, dude, you serious? What?
Appreciate the $3, man.
Yeah.
And we found out we both play trumpet.
And back with the Tom Dillon Sports Show. I'm going to wrap it up here. We're running down one more time. Now, obviously, the regional basketball tournament, they're all over the state, but we're just focusing on the ones in Northeast Tennessee. And so as we move on down through the competition, getting closer to sub-state, we'll get into the other teams that are still playing. But for the sake of time, we'll run down who's playing in Northeast Tennessee again. So tonight, the girls are being played single A at Westridge at 6 o'clock. Unaka, the Lady Rangers at 22-8. Cloudland at 16-13. They play again for another day. Again, the winners tonight will move on and can be guaranteed 2 more games. The winners will play for the championship on Wednesday at their respective sites, and then they'll also get a chance to go to the sectional on Saturday. If you win Saturday, you go to the state tournament next week in Murfreesboro. So you win tonight, you're guaranteed 2 more. You lose tonight, your season's over. Unaka and Cloud on that first game at 6 at Westridge, and the second game, Cosby at 20-10, and the North Huskies and North Green at 28-4 will play at 7:30. Both of those again at Westridge. In 2A basketball, we talked to Coach Humphreys earlier. Thank you, sir, for being on the show. Hampton 24-8, the Lady Bulldogs. For me, the Cinderella story of this tournament for what they've gone through at Hampton with the displacement of their school and their basketball program, and the gyms closed and condemned, so they're out there just trying to find a, you heard him in the interview, if you didn't, they just find a place to practice and a place to play. You know, I mean, they've been using Hampton Elementary as a home court, but they are very much nomads, and they're 24-8, taking on Alcoa 24-7 at 6 o'clock in Unicoi County. Gatlinburg Pittman in the second game, they're 21-11, taking on the Black Knights of Chuckey Doak, 16-13. They'll play at 7:30, those two tonight, at Unicoi County High School. In the AAA at Viking Hall, Crockett, we had Coach Googe on. Appreciate his time. 31-3, Crockett. Granger, the Lady Grizzlies, at 18-14. They eliminated the Lady Cyclones on Friday night. 18-14 is their record. They'll play at 6 tonight at Viking Hall. In the second game, Greenville at 22-10, and Tennessee High at 12-15. The host school playing on their home floor, the Lady Vikings. That'll be a 7:30 tip-off tonight at Viking Hall. And then in 4A being played at Science Hill, Daniel Boone, 18-14, the Lady Trailblazers, taking on the Lady Smoky Bears of Sevier County, who are 25-7. That's at 6 o'clock. On the other side of the bracket, you have Morristown East at 26-6 and Morristown West at 16-10. Now there's more. There's, oh gosh, how many more games across Northeast Tennessee per region? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're giving you, there's 12 more games being played across each region, but we're just focusing on Northeast Tennessee girls. Let's take a look at the Northeast Tennessee guys. We'll have some of their coaches on tomorrow. We had Coach Googe on today from Crockett, and you can go back and listen to it. And we also had Coach Humphreys on from Hampton. So tomorrow, the boys' games, we'll start with 4A. They'll be playing at Science Hill. Science Hill and Dobbins Minute in that regional semifinal tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the guys. The second game, Sevier County and Morristown West will play in that one tomorrow night. Then you get into the AAA, which I think is going to be just an outstanding night of basketball tomorrow night at Viking Hall. If I can get up there, if I can make it, we'll go. Crockett and Unicoi County at 6 o'clock. What a matchup again, coming out of the Upper Lakes Conference. Greenville and Tennessee High both ranked in the state. See, the last check, it was Tennessee High. Greenville's like 9th. I'm doing this from memory, and Tennessee High was 6th, or vice versa, but they're both in the top 10. They'll play each other tomorrow night at 7:30 at Viking Hall in Bristol. We hope to have Cody Connell on, the Crockett coach, tomorrow to talk about it. In AA tomorrow night, you have South Green and Austin East being played at Unicoi County, and then Alcoa and Eagleton playing on that other side of the bracket. It'll be the late game of the second game at Unicoi County as well. And then in Single A, tomorrow night, you have North Green and Hancock County in Game 1 at Westridge High School at 6 o'clock tip-off, and Game 2, Cosby and Unaka Rangers. So Unaka also one of the few schools that have both teams in. Let's see, who got Unaka's guys and girls. You've got Tennessee High's guys and girls. I'm going to leave somebody out doing this from memory. You got Crockett's guys and girls playing. I think that's it, isn't it? That's plenty. That's pretty impressive. Crockett, Unaka, and Tennessee High, and Greenville. Greenville's girls and guys are in it too. So 4 schools have both teams still playing in regional play. I hope I got them all right. If I left one out, I didn't mean to. It's coming from the cranium up here. But let's see, Greenville's guys and girls, Tennessee High's boys and girls, Crockett's boys and girls, Unaka's boys and girls, and one of the Morristown schools too. Let's see, which one of the Morristown schools? Here we go. Morristown East, Morristown West. Yeah, so Morristown West has their boys and girls teams in it too, still playing. So 5 schools with both teams still playing is very impressive. Tells you a lot about the success of those schools' programs and what they're getting done. So anyway, we'll let you know about it tonight. Let you know about it tomorrow. We're going to wrap this thing up. I want to say thanks again to Dwayne Humphreys, head basketball coach of the Hampton Lady Bulldogs, playing Alcoa tonight at Unicoi County at 6. Good luck to the Lady Bulldogs. Thomas Googe, 31-3. They'll take on Granger, 18-14. They'll play that one tonight in the early game at Viking Hall in Bristol. Good luck to Coach Googe. Appreciate his time being on the show. Also, Jamie Schaff talking about the fundraiser for Carter Compassion coming up on Sunday at Valley Forge Church in Carter County in Hampton. So we're looking forward to being a part of that. And we're scheduled to be the MC. Hope we can do that. And then we will come back and say thanks to Brendan Sweeney, the Assistant Athletic Director for Milligan, talking about 4 more national championships won this weekend by the track and field runners and sprinters and field event folks down in Gainesville, Florida. The basketball team, both teams won their tournaments. They're going off to the national tournament. Bowling teams going off to the national. Swim teams heading to the national NIA swim championships in Elkhart, Indiana. So it's a good time to be a Buff. Thanks again to Brendan Sweeney. Let us know all about that. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Let's wrap it up as we always do. We start the show with a verse today. We end the show with a verse today. This is his show. This is his world. We're just passing through it. This sums up how we are to live. Now listen to this. This is good. This is good. I don't know if you get any out of this, but it rocked my cage. It rattled my cage. Everything we say or do should be filtered through this verse. Is what we're saying and doing, is it in his name? And so therefore, is it pleasing to him? What I'm doing, what you're doing, is it in his name? And would he be pleased to see what we're doing and to hear what we're saying? Whew. That got a hold of me. And do we thank him enough for all he does? Here's the verse, Colossians 3:17, and whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Whew. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Every day we wake up and put our feet on the floor, it's a gift. I've told people, I know people that went to bed and didn't wake up. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. So we have to give him thanks all the time because it's all about him. So again, is what you're saying and doing, is it in his name? And is it pleasing him? Well, does he know? Oh, absolutely he knows. He's everywhere. He's omniscient. He knows everything. He can do everything. He is everywhere. So he knows what we're doing, what we're saying. Absolutely. Good chance. I heard the bell strike 1. Good chance to say goodbye. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks to Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth. Be sure and stop by there and go through the 2-lane drive-thru. I go into the lobby, open till 9 o'clock each night, Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day, which we appreciate. or get on the mobile app and get Chick-fil-A One on your phone, order the food, swing by there and pick it up. You accrue points, you get free food from Chick-fil-A once you continue to add up the points on your phone app, and so your mobile app. And it's always better tasting when you get it free from Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth. And Tommy and Mary Tipton and the folks, appreciate them. Back with you tomorrow. We'll be right back here. Again, brought to you by the Eagle Center. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,241 here in the Tom Taylor Sports Show studio, brought to you by the good folks from Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth. And have a good rest of your Monday. We'll talk hoops tomorrow, boys hoops, lots of it, and we'll let you know how the girls hoops did tonight, tomorrow, on show number 2242